happy whatever day this is. I look like I'm about to go on a beach somewhere, and Kat just looks comfy. So that's fun.
It's like really freaking hot outside, and so I have the air on, which only to 70, but I have the fan on, and for some reason I'm cold. But I don't want to turn the fan off because it'll get super hot real fast.
No, I feel that. I feel that.
I'm in a conundrum.
Just in a big old pickle. I hate pickles.
Me
but
too.
yeah, no. I'm sitting here and kind of sweating too. So everything's fine and good. Been kind of sweating all day. It's fine.
I did not have that. So 65 degrees in my building. I was good.
Well, I was like stress sweating all day. So
those are the worst.
They are the worst because it's like no matter what you do, it's just there now. But anyway, let's stop talking about sweating
and get to that intro. Yeah.
Please. Okay, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Brew Queens podcast.
Brew
Queens.
It's been a while since we've done that.
Right? And I was just about to say that rolls us into... we nailed that. Yes, it is our 1-year anniversary. So, doing it to it. So we released our very first episode ever on June 8th, I think it was last year. And today's the 9th. So the day we're recording. Don't mind me just knocking over shit over here.
You're a cat.
I am a cat, but I'm just way less graceful about it. So anyway, if there is anyone who's like listened since day one, like, oh my God, thank you. Like, that's a lot of Kat&Dre.
That's like Team I. Like,
yes.
TMI. I am so sorry for your ear holes.
TMKD. Too much Kat&Dre. Just too much. But anyway, I was gonna listen to our very first podcast and then give a rehash about it, but all we talked about was no, that wasn't our Pride episode. But we talked about Black Lives Matter, because that's when that's right when the George Floyd murder happened. And so we were just having to be like, hey, we are definitely for BLM and we are not using this moment for clout. And we just been wanting to do a podcast for a really, really long time. I do remember that. And then all I said in our description of our podcast was just and then we talk about cultural topics. And I'm just like, okay, whoever knows what the fuck that means. Probably something stupid. So
yeah, you never know. We honestly, we start off with topics of conversation, then we turn it to be so this happened to me today. What the fuck does that mean? Huh?
Hey, Kat, get mad with me on this random subject that you know nothing about, but get mad.
I will act my way through it.
Yes, bitch. Give us an Oscar for all this acting. So,
boom.
Anyway, but it's also kind of timely because I'm visiting Kat this weekend. So when this video goes up, I will be with Kat. So that's fun.
Yes, all the fun things and stuff and yeah.
Yes.
But it's weird because so on our anniversary, so when we first started podcasting, I was actually in the other apartment that I just moved out of. So it's man, so close to spending my 1 year in that old place.
Honestly, you're better off without it.
Yeah.
Just gonna say. And I bet your bathroom is going to smell a lot better now. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
that's an inside. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, Lord. It smells like eucalyptus now. So
yes, baby. No, so that's some good shit. So anyway, yes, thank you all for 1 year. You did not ask us to keep podcasting for this long, but we just enjoy it. And I think we have 9 or 10 consistent listeners. So thank you to all of you. You guys fucking rock.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, we never.
Bada bing. Bada
Bada
boom.
boom. We never thank our listeners enough. So just throwing that out there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We will continue to try to be entertaining.
We will try
as much as we can.
Yes, ma'am.
We will try our darndest.
Yeah. Oh, anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to hear about? Go ahead.
Yo, I want to hear.
No, I was just gonna be like, did you want to hear about my first car rental experience? God.
Oh, girl, what is up with you and cans?
Listen, so you know how I was saying I'm working on my second Red Bull right now, which is probably why I'm gonna talk more than Kat in this episode. So I'm gonna try not to, but I laid that can over on the side and then I just keep flailing my arms and kicking it over. Anyway, all I have to say about it was the car smelled disgusting. Like, it's a rental car, and like I've been in a lot of rental cars, and it was like body odor and wet dog, and like a 4-year-old lived in it. Like it was weird, and I was just like, you live in a small town with like that just happens to have a rental car place because they just like don't give a shit about the interior of their car. And then he gives me the keys to the car and he's like, oh, by the way, there's no gas in it. But don't worry about putting gas in it. It's fine. And I'm like, dude, I live 20 minutes away from here. Like, I'm like, how little gas are we talking about? So I get in the car. There's 42 miles until E. And it's like 17 miles between like my work and my house. And so I'm like,
did you tell him you wanted a new car?
Okay. I didn't know this until they dropped me back off at the body shop because I picked my c back up today. Which by the way, my car looks fucking fire now that it's fixed. So happy for her. But anyway, the dude who drove me back, he was like, yeah, normally we have like 100 cars in our fleet, and right now we've got 4 available. So like there is nothing else they could have given me. And they were also trying to keep it so like my insurance was paying for the rental car. So they're just trying to keep it on the daily rate. And I think that's like all they had left. So it's like, I just had a wet dog car. And I was like, great. So I ended up putting some gas in it because I was like, even though they told me not to put gas in it, I'm not getting stranded on the side of the road. So anyway, so that was my first rental car experience. And then also paying for the hit and run. So that was nice. Love that. Adulting.
No, don't want to.
No.
That sounds awful. I would have been like, are you kidding me? Can't you at least like go fill it up?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why would you hand off the car? Like, it'd take 10 minutes to go fill it up, dude. Or at least halfway. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. So, but they didn't like make me pay a surcharge or anything for like not bringing it back unfilled or whatever. So what do you have any other fun adult topics besides a car rental story?
I don't think anything crazy has happened. I put everything on auto pay. I have a weird habit of trying to clean my house at like 10 o'clock at night.
I do the same.
Because I like just can't sleep. So I'm like, you know what? I need to scrub this place down. So I clean, and yeah. I still have that awful habit of hating to fold laundry. Yeah, nothing honestly exciting about my adult life. Nothing great. Absolutely nothing. I am boring.
Wait, so do we have an update to the ghost story from last week? Any more of that?
Oh, no. So
no?
I literally did that to myself.
Oh. Wait, how?
So I don't know. Apparently.
Okay.
So like, I guess the panel just wasn't closed all the way when they were doing work in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, rationality, I can understand that. And then apparently in some God knows why I did this, I just closed the door on myself. So I walk out there and I'm just gonna piss my pants because I'm just like, who the fuck's in my room? My child's in there. boom.
Boom.
Yeah, just did it to
Turns
myself.
out,
It was awful.
oh my God. That is
Yeah.
some shit I would pull though. So I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, it was definitely a scary experience. But now I know what I'm like when I think somebody's in my house.
There we
I'm
go.
I'm a quiet bitch that's unexpectedly a badass.
She is sneaky badass.
Because
Oh my
it's like,
God.
even that one part where the sock flew out when I like lifted like my blankets, I
Yeah.
didn't even scream. I just went like that was it.
Like, ugh.
Like I didn't even like scream, make a noise. So I know that if something ever happens to me, I'm not gonna scream. I'm just gonna die.
I was about to say, if anything happens and we're both in the apartment and I'm dead asleep, I just know you'll never wake me up. You'll just silently take care of it and just leave me to
Yeah.
fend for myself. You're like, hey, I've got dogs to take care of. Like, you're a grown ass woman. You got it.
I'd be like,
Wake me up first, bitch.
so the first thing we're gonna do is like, bitch, you need to wake your ass up. I need you to scream.
Yes. Let me hear you scream.
I need you to scream because I can't. But I
Oh
should have
my
known like
God.
nothing was there or like anything that happened because
Right.
Einstein would have literally done something or he would have alerted me
Yes.
because he was with me the whole time.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I've been watching too many scary movies by myself and
Too
and
many.
I quite enjoy watching scary movies before I go to bed in the dark,
Mhm.
but apparently this one I don't know what happened. I just kind of alerted myself.
Girl. No, I've seen some previews for some scary movies coming out this year that I'm actually pretty excited about. So I know
Do tell,
there's
do tell, do tell.
well, the new Conjuring one is coming out.
It is out, I thought.
Oh, is it out?
Yeah.
Well, then let's watch it this weekend.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. With the surround sound, I'm gonna get some popcorn. I'm gonna get us some
Yes.
desserts. We're gonna have the
Yes.
appetizers. So we're gonna do it all.
Oh my God. This worked out
So
too perfectly. Yes. I forget what the other scary movie is, but I like they come up as previews or like as ads on YouTube.
yeah.
And then I always forget to like write them down or like put it in my
Oh my
phone.
gosh. Ah,
So
I'm so excited that you said you want to see the new Conjuring movie.
yes,
I was
yes,
just like, I'm
bitch.
gonna have to watch this by myself because
Oh,
nobody like. So my one friend, I'm gonna bleep out the name, but I'm gonna tell Dre, but we'll just skip
yes.
this part. So
Okay.
my friend, he was like, we've been friends forever. It seems
Mm-hmm.
like we've been friends as long as Dre and I have been friends,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
Dre
true,
knows him.
actually. Yeah.
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 And like I would watch a scary movie with him, but he's so hypercritical of everything, and I'm like, you're ruining it. Now.
Enjoy the story.
I'm like, it's not gonna be that realistic. It's a movie. It's supposed to get you in the mood to be like, boo.
It's just supposed to get you in the mood for a boo. That's some Halloween shit. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. I get you in the
In the
mood
mood
to
for
boo and some
and some boo
a boo like literally. That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
So I don't like going to the movie theaters really. Because
Yeah.
every time I go, there's just like these young kids, and it makes me sound like an old biddy, an old lady. And I know I sound like that, but I've been like this since I was like 18 years old. And so I don't like going because there's just these kids going, aha, aha, it's so scary. Oh my God. And then like I can't hear the movie. I want to see the girl I want to see and hear the girl being murdered on screen. Like that's what I want to do. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear you making fun of the acting. Keep that shit in your mind.
I'm just trying to relax and watch a murder.
Yeah,
What is so hard to understand about that?
Like, come on.
Y'all.
Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And I can't do that. And so if I ever go to the movies, it's for a movie that I really don't care about. Yeah. Hence I watched all the Marvel movies in the theater.
Yep.
And all the DC movies in the theater.
That fucking checks out, dude. Oh Lord. And then there's me. I'm like, I must see Marvel in the movie theater. because of the surround sound. Like one of those fucking idiots. Me personally, I'm not talking about other people, just me being an idiot. So
that's just my personal opinion on the matter.
That's fine.
Thanks for coming for my TED Talk.
Yes, thank you for coming to our Marvel movie talk. I will say, I know you cannot relate, but I am excited for the new Loki miniseries they're putting on Disney Plus.
I did see a preview on that.
Yeah, I actually haven't even seen it a preview yet because I just like keep forgetting, and they don't put it as an ad before my YouTube videos. So how am I supposed to know? But anyway, so I just randomly thought, if it's our 1-year anniversary, like, why don't we say like a favorite part about like podcasting or like a topic, which is like going to be really hard to think about because there's a lot that happens. I don't or like a favorite episode. Anything you want.
I have to say my favorite thing about podcasting is it's like, I know I'm not like really funny, and I'm not like very extroverted.
Yeah.
So this is like my own way of doing something without feeling like I have to be like putting on a show. Because like I am still kind of putting on a show anyways. I'm trying to be entertaining.
Yeah.
And like Dre knows, like when we're together, I do not talk this much. Like I'm not like this, like boom, boom, like, you know.
Yes.
I'm very chill, and actually Dre is pretty chill too. We're just trying to be fun.
Just trying to be fun. No, I agree. I mean, I am more extroverted than you. That's for damn sure. But probably my favorite part is just that I am grateful that I have someone in my life who shares like the same artistic like endeavors that like I wanted to do. And could we each do a podcast on our own? Sure. But like I feel like it's so much more fun to like just talk to your best friend for like, you know, an hour, 2 hours, because like we'll talk for a long time, like before and after we record. And so and then I actually like editing. It sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I gotta edit. But you know, and really when I mean editing, I mean just like cutting out our long pauses. And then just like
honestly though, you're like, you don't even know, guys. Like we'll be recording and we'll just sit there and I'm like, what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Or we're looking up something and like we have to search for it, and it's not like one of those like found it. It's like I saw it like 2 hours ago. Where is it?
I know, we'll do that for recommendations. Sometimes like I don't have one, and so like I have to sit there for 2 minutes and like go through my Spotify and be like, what am I going to say today? Like it's just like stupid shit like that. And then like, but the other part is like, I'll do the thing right now where the subscribe button, it like pops up and then like the little arrow like clicks it. Like that is the simplest like graphic thing you could possibly do, but like figuring out how to do that, like I was so fucking proud of myself. Granted, did I watch YouTube videos to do it? Yes. Okay. I had fucking help, but I was like, oh, so this is like another skill set that I get to learn. And I'm not like talented. I am not talented at like video editing. Like I did all of our video editing when we were just doing YouTube videos, like little fun videos. And like my friends would make fun of me for like how bad they were. And I was just like, well, we're literally like recording on a Mac that's like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what did you expect? Like, and we did the best we could with lighting, but we were like poor as shit. And I just I don't have like the knack for editing. So long story short, even if like we're not the best at this, it's still fun that I get to keep learning as a 29-year-old something outside of my job. So, and then just like obviously hanging out with Kat. So, you know, it's a good ass time over here.
Yeah, and I don't think you're bad at editing. I don't think I'd be any better, to be
I
quite
think
honest.
you would be. I think if you actually put in the time, you'd be pretty good at it.
And it makes me sound like I'm a lazy piece of shit.
You're not a lazy piece of shit. You literally work like 60 hours a week. And then you carve out 1.5 hours to be with me every weekend. That's it. So
I swear I do other things, guys. I just swear I do other things. I'm not boring.
So
no,
anyway.
I mean, I tried to contribute as much as I can. I try to do.
She does. You do. Yeah.
The intro, the outro. I do the finishing touches and upload everything.
Yes.
So she just has to, input the block, like our descriptions and everything, and I try to take photos and send them to her. Be like, oh, look at these. So when she makes a Instagram post,
yeah. Yes. No, it is very much collaborative. Like, don't get it wrong. I say like I do the editing, but like Kat does do all like the final touches and like the music and stuff. So like, it is an awesome little collab. Also, fun fact, I decided this last weekend that I was just going to film a vlog because I just felt like shooting and editing. And now I'm like, that video is not seeing the light of the internet, but I'm going to use it as practice for some shit, since we are going to probably record something this weekend. And then maybe that vlog will see the light of day. I don't know, but I kind of don't want to anymore. I was like, I'll just do random shit like that.
We'll eventually get to the part where we're all like, we'll vlog and stuff. Like Dre and I have some plans next year that we'll definitely vlog.
Yeah.
I'm
so excited.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of us getting our work and stuff together because we're both in like really busy seasons right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like excuses, but it's the truth. You're gonna have to take it for what it's worth.
It's not an excuse though. I mean, like, obviously we have full-time jobs outside of this, and this is just a hobby. Like, like what pays the bills comes first. So
hell yeah. I mean, if this paid the bills, honey, I'd be here all the time.
Yes. Like we're trying to get it to the point where maybe we get like $5 a month from AdSense on YouTube. Yeah. But I mean, like,
I could go buy myself a damn coffee. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes, bitch. But that's still probably a ways away in the future. So
okay.
I ain't mad. Like I said,
not mad either.
I'm not mad.
Do you have a favorite episode?
I was actually gonna wonder how long this pause is. I'm gonna have to cut out. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think of one of my favorite topics that we talked about. I think I like the topic when we talk about things that like we liked, but it was like thought to be weird.
Oh yeah, like when we get into like arguments about that kind of stuff. Also, I think my favorite episode was probably the least favorites between us. That was fun. It's always fun to sound off on things we hate. And we're going to do another episode like that eventually, just not right now.
Yes.
Just not right now.
But like most of our I think our videos are very kind of like trash fishing was a fun topic.
Trash fishing. Let's talk about trash fishing.
So trash fishing, huh?
Let's talk about trash.
Hey, it was a good topic. It brought everything together, baby. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Me divulging to you that I listened to ASMR and you being like completely freaked out about it, like that.
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna bring this back up because hold on. The fact that there's like actual like I knew ASMR is like things like clicking and like chewing and sounds, but when you said there's wet ASMR, I was about done because that sounded disgusting. Just the sound of it, it's just like people who are discouraged by the word moist.
See, like, I don't mind that word.
Like wet ASMR, and I'm thinking is running water, things like that. No, just some good old lip smacking.
Nope.
Because I don't like that. No.
Oh my God.
Like, no.
The worst like wet ASMR I ever came across on accident, because that's when I realized I really truly hate it, is when someone was eating honey into the microphone. That was the nastiest goddamn shit. And I was like, or like they'll stick their, I think they were like sticking their hand into honey too. And like I immediately clicked away. And then like not long after was when I realized there's like a, because at that point I didn't know the term wet ASMR yet. But not long after I learned that term, and I'm like, oh, that's what I fucking hate. Like that shit is nasty. And I was listening to another podcast like this week, and they were talking about ASMR briefly, and like one of the guest hosts was like, "Oh yeah, no, I love the eating ones." And I'm like, fucking excuse me? I mean, obviously there's an audience, but it's just like, why would you admit it? Like, why would you do that? Ew.
I can't.
Anyway.
I think, I can't even remember how this conversation, I think the only ASMR that I will listen to is not like nature noises.
Yeah, yes.
And then cooking.
Yes.
I love cooking videos. And like no sound from anybody, just like listening to like the pan frying or like the skillet being turned on and like opening the fridge, and it's just like so satisfying. I don't know why. Like that is the only ones I will actually listen to.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with us as humans. A lot of our culture revolves around eating and eating together. Mm-hmm. So I think that in itself is like a comforting aspect, especially you as a person who actually likes to cook, unlike me. You know, it's like something that relaxes you, and it's like your time to unwind and like whatever. So, I mean, like that makes sense. So, bitch.
Oh, so
also, I just want to throw out there really quick. I am glad that we are not as political this season. I know I went a little hard in the paint in our first season, but that's just because the election was happening.
Yes.
And if you guys did listen to our first season, you know that I'm very into politics.
Very much so.
Yeah, but I always felt bad that like you weren't necessarily keeping up with it, and I always wanted to talk about it. So I'm glad that like I'm done with that now.
It was never like an issue. At any topic that you want to talk about, I'll like entertain. It's never like, I will never tell you, no, you can't talk to me about that stuff, lady. No, woman.
It's like, la, 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 la. Yeah, no. No.
And it's funny because around the first start of the podcast is when like I actually talked about being demisexual too.
Yes. We cannot forget that. That was our 3rd episode. And I remember that because that was the last video you uploaded to YouTube, because you had like the pride flag in the background as like our thumbnail. So yeah, so go ahead for anyone who doesn't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anybody who does know or doesn't know what it is, I am demisexual. So woo. And I know people are like, it's you're either straight or you're bi or gay. That's really not how that works.
Yeah.
So basically being demisexual is like you are not attracted to people unless you have an emotional attraction to them. So I physically don't find people attractive. And typically I don't find people attractive until I have actually like been around them and talked to them for a while. And then I can see like their attractive features.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a summation in itself.
Yeah.
So,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I'm not attracted to someone until I know their personality. And it's like, I think there's a difference between that and like you. Like you literally will not call someone hot, like upon first glance. Like you won't do it. And just because you can't. And at least, you know, for me, I can immediately be like, oh, that person's hot, but I won't have a crush on them until I know their personality. So like, I think that's kind of the difference we need to differentiate.
Yeah, because I can look at somebody and be like, okay, by social standards, that person is probably considered very attractive. And yeah, I will say, yeah, I bet they are considered very attractive or hot, but I don't find it. And so it's very uncomfortable when people try to like be like, oh, Katie, like, aren't they hot? I'm like, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And it always like makes the conversation really awkward because it's either like, no, I don't find them attractive, and then they're like, why? Or I'm like, yeah, and they're like, do you not find them attractive? And it's just like a whole nother conversation. So it's like hard to be like, so this is what I am. Can you like be understanding of what I mean? So yeah.
Exactly. No, I feel like I do a fairly good job of just being like, that person's hot, but not being like, Kat, why don't you find them hot?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I never
like
had
one of
that
those
issue.
kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'll be like, wait, who do you think is hot? Show me.
Huh? What?
I want to know.
Squirrel. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Okay, anyway.
But yeah, so actually almost a year ago,
yeah.
Everybody to let them know that I was demisexual.
Yes. So if we haven't said it before, happy fucking Pride Month, everyone. Yes. We are
very, very happy.
Very, very happy. Yes, we put it in the description of all of our videos that this is an LGBTQIA plus safe space. All right, everyone, homophobes need not apply. So get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. But yeah, so and yes, so that means I am a demisexual straight.
Correct.
Because that has a preference.
Yes. I consider myself straight, not that no one asked. I'm
asking.
Okay. Well, all of my friends think I'm bisexual because I like button-down shirts and I constantly say I hate men. But I'm not going to really go into it, but it just has more to do with men as romantic partners have let me down so much. I just don't see the point in relationships per se, unless I actually get to know someone. So like,
yeah,
you know, it's not like a demisexual thing or anything, because I am like knee jerk attracted to men and to some women, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to sleep like with women or anything like that. But you know, I'm not jumping to get down men's pants because quite frankly, I don't feel the need. They're like, you know, it's kind of weird. I realize I'm kind of weird in that way, but you know, and
we're not all textbook.
I've lived a lot of life and I know what I want. And I'm sorry.
That's fine.
This is not the me show.
We love it. We absolutely love it. Yay. So yeah, so in honor of Pride, we figured we'd bring that one back up because that was a big milestone, at least for me, I guess.
No, that was a big thing for you, you know, because anyone could listen back on the podcast and then like, you know, and then plus like maybe there's someone else who listens to our podcast and either A, have never heard of the term, or B, maybe they are demisexual as well, but they just didn't have a name to put to it. So
yeah, because that's how I was. Like I didn't know what it was, and I didn't have a name for it. I just knew that like I never would find people attractive until like I really like got to know them in some way, and like at least like find it like an emotional connection with them, and then that's when I would find them attractive.
And that's awesome. I love it.
Pride. We're gonna have to put our own pronouns in our bio now.
Oh yeah,
Pride.
We should. Just do we put like she, her, or just like I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, we gotta stay with the trend, and I know like
Not a trend.
Well, not
Hopefully
the trend.
A long-lasting.
Like we have to stay with
change.
the trend of putting them on there.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Not the trend of what this is. The trend of putting our pronouns in our profile.
My apologies. I know you knew that. I'm sorry.
I just didn't articulate it very well.
Girl, bitch, I don't articulate anything well. Hence why I have to curse every other word, because that's the only words that bounce around in this brain. So
yeah. So I guess like happy Pride.
Yes.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Yes.
Flashback, since it's our anniversary, we're just gonna talk about some throwbacks. That's basically what this whole podcast has been.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I mean, I'll just say that like the episode that we talked about tattoos, that one is actually one of our most listened to podcasts. So we are still standing at one tattoo between both of us.
Yes, we are. And honestly, now that like I actually have money that's not going towards school, I am going to be planning to get the tattoo. And I know that Dre and I plan on getting a tattoo together, and that will definitely be recorded.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I have a couple of pieces that I want to get. One is a bigger piece. I do want that on my hip/thigh. And that is the only color piece that I want.
Oh, this is a major change, because when we talked about this, like back in the fall, you were like, I hate color tattoos. I'm not getting any of them. So, and you were not talking about a hip or a thigh. So this is big news, everyone.
So I want to get a dragon.
Yes, bitch.
Down my hip/thigh. Yeah.
Or do you want
red?
Like red? Okay.
All red.
Red, baby. Okay.
That's what I want. That's the only color tattoo I will have on my body.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. I will make anything work for me to be there when you get this tattoo.
Like, yes, it's because it's probably going to take like 2 appointments, I imagine.
I would imagine.
Depending on like my tolerance. I have a pretty high tolerance, but I've never had a tattoo before, so I can't really gauge my tolerance. Because it's different, and also it's on the hip.
Your hip and your thigh, it won't hurt as much as other places, and I know you know that, but I mean, like the one place I have my tattoo is basically on my ass, and like I think there was 10 seconds where like I really squeezed on my friend's hand really hard, because I was just like, ooh, that get a little pinchy, a little stingy. I was like, ooh, and then no, and then the rest of it was just like completely fine. And probably the worst part of it was like the top of my ass crack was out, like for that session, like
yeah.
But you couldn't work around it, because that's where I wanted my tattoo. So and I also have to remember that tattoo artists I've literally seen way worse body parts. So
yeah. So yeah, that is so I have 3 tattoos planned.
Okay. So I know you wanted to get a mask on the inside of your arm.
Yeah, so I guess 4 tattoos. So I do want to get like a Phantom of the Opera type mask.
Okay.
On my arm. I wanted to get a semicolon by my wrist. And then a matching tattoo with you.
Yes.
And then the dragon down my hip/thigh.
Yes, bitch. Yeah, so I want to get the tattoo with you. I have an inside joke with my friends Kristen and Reese. That's not her real Reese is not her real name, but I did not get permission to use her name yet, so her name is Reese. We want to get sushi tattoos. So
so cute.
I know. We've been joking about it for a really long time, and actually Reese brought it up in our FaceTime last night. She's like, guys, when are we getting sushi tattoos? And Kristen was like, well, whenever you pick out a cute one. And apparently it's on me to pick out the cute one, and I'm being like really picky about it. So that's gonna happen. So I guess that's 2 more. And then this isn't a change from last time, but I wanted to get something to commemorate my grandparents on my ribs, which is gonna hurt like a bitch. But I am glad that I never got it before now, Just because now my like the ideas in my head have like completely changed from when I would have originally wanted it. So I'm glad that I've really thought about it. Yeah, so hopefully in the next 5 years that one happens. So yeah.
Well, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got some tattoos coming.
We got some tattoos coming, baby.
I do. Yeah, I want to get one of mine at least by probably September.
Why September?
Because I just want one.
Okay. That is a good enough reason.
I've been pushing it off for so long, and I already know I want it, so why wait?
Right. No, I respect that, man. I respect that. And what I can't wait until I'm done with like I retire from like my current job. Could I get like a bunch of visible tattoos now? Sure. But like I know we've talked about this before, but I just feel like the industry I'm in, I just would not be taken seriously at all if I had exposed tattoos. And I know that's like an old time thinking, but like it's not me thinking that, it's the people I work with. And so so yeah, I can't wait until I retire, and then I'm just gonna get like full ass sleeves. Be like, well, yo, what up? I will not get full ass sleeves, but you know.
I would love that.
Oh God.
I'd be
I'm
like,
too
yes!
I'm too much of a Virgo. I'm like, only small bits of change at a time, please. Thank you.
Yeah, but small bits can turn into a full sleeve.
That's very true. That's very true. So hell yeah.
Yet to come. Throw that back. Yeah.
Yes.
So excited. What else have we talked about? We're gonna throw this back.
I don't know. Let's talk about one more thing if we can.
One more thing, yeah. And I think it's time to throw back some throwback stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Katie. You're doing great work. I think we're just gonna end it on that. All right, Dre, what do you got?
Oh my God.
Words.
Words. Okay, maybe this is narcissistic. Also, I'm just like grabbing my boob for some reason. You can't see it, but I don't know why.
I have a funny story for you.
Okay. Speaking of grabbing tits.
Yeah, actually. So my work, I work with the surgical stuff. So if like people get like things removed and so forth, have surgeries. And we do a lot of testing to make sure that the tissue is actually correct. Yes. And that we're actually seeing things coming up when we test them. So we need like controls.
Yes.
And for this one particular test, we use breast tissue. And this one lady I work with, she turned around and she's like, Katie, have you had a breast reduction recently? And I just went,
what the fuck?
I'm like, I'm not big enough for a breast reduction. She's like, that's not what I mean. I need a breast reduction. I'm like, she's like, that's still not what I mean.
Yeah.
Have you had any patients that have breast reduction surgery recently? Because I need more controls. And I'm like, why didn't you say that instead of telling me that my tits look small because I got a breast reduction?
First of all, stop coming for the itty bitty titty committee, okay?
Okay, you play hide and seek and then you find them. That's it. You're not expect anything else.
That's fucking right. As a proud member of that committee for many, many years until I gained 30 pounds, I'm still fairly small, but like, no shade, okay? We keep them tight, we keep them close to ourselves, and we don't lose them. They don't flop around, and we can wear t-shirts, and it's great.
Exactly.
But that's really funny. She's just like, have you had any breast reduction? Like,
have you had a breast reduction recently? And I'm just like
bitch.
Damn, no. They have never been this damn big.
That is so fucking funny. Oh my God. Okay. I want both of us to take a second, and this is narcissistic of me, but tell me what your favorite title for an episode is that we've had.
Ooh, there is one. So hold on.
Okay.
I actually have it And I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, damn, girl.
So just to give you guys context, I do think of all of the names for the episode. So if you hate them, just blame me. I'm trying to think of my favorite one. I know I've had a couple good ones in there. Oh, I have my favorite.
All right. What is your favorite?
The Fast Food and the Furious Queens. So that one, so that was probably like our 10th episode we ever did. And that one didn't get very many listens, but I was very proud of that one.
I love that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I love the harder, brewer, faster, stronger.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
That one was such a good one. I read that. I was like, chef kisses. That was the epitome of great. And then I loved curtain calls for Brew Queens.
Yes. Yes.
Really nice. It was kind of touchy. It was like, but I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. The harder, brew, faster, stronger one. That was the one that we talked about, Daft Punk.
Yeah.
So I was very proud of myself for that one.
Like, I'm always proud of what you do. You do such a good job.
I try.
Good job.
I try. Okay. I guess.
I think it's been time. It's been a good time. Words don't come out in sentences for me, so I'm just gonna not talk as much.
Okay. Okay.
So I think it's time to do a recommendation. But I think to do this recommendation, we need to throw back some recommendations.
Oh. Okay. I want to say when I recommended Bada Bean, Bada Boom to you, and you like lost your shit because you were like not expecting that. Like that was a really fun one to recommend to you.
I love that.
That was a fun one. Did you ever eat any of those, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
I liked, I'm trying to think of what it was. Obviously, probably the most generic one I liked. I can't think of what it was. Here. I like the cinnamon one. I believe there's like the cinnamon one. I really like that one. I didn't do the ranch, and there's like a mustard. I didn't like those.
Yeah.
Excuse, but I loved it. I was like, damn.
Okay.
That bean. Give me that bean.
Give me that bean, baby. Jesus Christ. I hated the cinnamon ones. So I actually still have some in my pantry. I need to see when they expire. Otherwise, I'm bringing them to you. And you can you can eat them or throw them away. I don't care. So,
hell yeah. I think one of my favorite ones that you recommended to me is one of the like murder podcasts. I think it was.
That's Messed Up.
So I actually listened to it, and Dre knows that I actually do like murder mystery things, or like actual true stories of murder. Yeah. And so, because I just find it interesting, like how people can just like crack like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I was moving, I actually was listening to podcasts while I was packing.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So Kristen, she also now listens to that podcast all the time since I've recommended it. So I'm like, that's 2 people. I'm like, yeah.
So I know it seems like I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll listen to that. And maybe I don't listen to it, but I actually do listen to the things you recommend to me. And
yes, bitch.
I'm just very like secretive. And I'm just like,
you're very coy. You're like, I'm going to keep you on your toes.
Guessing. I'm going to keep you guessing. Did I do it or did I not? You never know.
TBD. To be determined.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was one of my favorite ones you recommended to me, and I like that. And I think that's really got me out there.
Yeah,
more murders.
So the one that pops in my head for what you've recommended, it was a Japanese like hip hop song. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so sorry, I like screamed into the mic. So that particular song, I liked it, but it was the song that played after it, like automatically was playing. Like that one, I fucking vibed with. So if you hadn't recommended that, then I would have never listened to that song, and I really like that song.
Good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love that whole playlist. I love that whole playlist. Yes. It's so good. I hope you saved it because they had some good stuff on there.
Hold on.
If not, I have it.
I was about to say, they're going to pop up first on our recommendations tab that I put on our Instagram, because that was the first person that you recommended this season. So,
I love that.
yes. Just give me a
I
second.
love that.
Sorry.
So I think it's time for our own
Oh.
recommendations as well. After you find that, we got to recommend our own stuff because it's nice to live in the past, but it's time to tell them to kiss our ass.
Kiss our motherfucking ass.
Back to the Future, baby.
Poonpi featuring Kreva.
Oh, yeah.
That one. That was the song that got me in there. So yeah, Poonpi, Japanese hip hop artist. He's pretty dope.
Love it.
Okay.
I love it. I'm like, look at you branching out into Japanese hip hop. I love it.
I love it too. Okay. I need to go first. I don't need to go first, but like you keep going first because like I don't have recommendations. Let me see if I have one.
Well, I have one ready.
You know what? Just go for it. I don't care.
So I told you guys that the past can kiss our ass, but for this recommendation, I am gonna throw it back. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna throw it back to when I was younger. The songs a song basically I listened to quite often, and it was "Smack That" by Akon, featuring Eminem. All right, if you haven't heard that, you gotta listen to it. Obviously, if you're a millennial, you have heard that song. But I remember I was young and I used to listen to that all the time, like to basketball and like volleyball, all that.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I like really was getting into Eminem too. So.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I love that so much.
So throwing it back for the recommendations for our anniversary of a throwback.
You know what? The Queen stays on brand. The Brew Queen stays on brand. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Oh goodness gracious. Hold on. Let me look at my like songs because okay, you know what? If we're throwing it back, I'm gonna give you something that's gonna have you make fun of me.
Okay.
Big Time Rush. Okay.
Okay.
So their song Boyfriend. Y'all. I completely forgot about that song until it showed.
Oh my God.
By the way, if you're not watching, Kat is like losing her mind right now.
My God. Oh my God. Oh girl, oh my God.
I said,
what a throwback.
I said, hello, 2011.
Hold on, let's see if your throwback beats my throwback. When might come out?
Oh my fucking, that's so funny. But anyway, Spotify generates those playlists for you. And they generated like a throwback one for me. And Boyfriend by BTR was on there. And I was I forgot how much I loved this cheesy ass song. Like, it's so fucking cheesy. And I just vibe with it every time. And I know I said early in the podcast, I'm like, I hate boys. But like, no. Like, that song, I'm just like, I heard you looking for a boyfriend. I see that.
Oh my gosh. And here I am. I'm like, smack that, get on my floor, smack that, give me that one, I know. Till you get sore. Oh my gosh. What a change. And I was back in 06.
Oh, that came out in 2006?
Damn straight, girl. Damn straight. So I was 12.
Yeah.
I was 12.
And y'all think that today's music's dirty.
You didn't hear shit then.
You haven't heard the fucking shit we grew up with, y'all. No idea.
It's so funny. 12 years old and I'm listening to that.
Yes. I don't know. There's too many songs to even list. I mean, for shit's sakes, like Missy Elliott was saying like, no, it wasn't Missy Elliott. But it's like, yes, it was. Lick my crack and my back.
My neck.
My back. Lick my pussy
kitty and my crack.
Like, y'all.
I said
So
I was
anyway.
gonna keep it clean for at least that part.
Yeah, and I didn't. I just went full on P word. Sorry if you hate that word. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, happy anniversary, Dre.
Happy anniversary, Kat.
It's been so long
Since I've seen your face. But don't go too long without seeing our faces because you can follow us on Instagram at Kat&Dre. You can also follow us on TikTok at Kat&Dre. We have not posted any new videos. Doesn't matter. So yeah, and then if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead. It's free.
Why not?
It's easy breezy.
Beautiful.
Cover girl. Yes. We nailed it.
Snailed it.
Nailed it. Oh, I will say the one thing that annoys me about on this podcast is sometimes you will say the funniest shit. Like you'll slide it in and then I don't catch it until I'm editing it. And then I'm like, oh my God, I let that slide and it didn't. What? So I'm so sorry.
I think you're like the only person that thinks I'm funny. Because
I would have to disagree.
I literally was laughing today. I was like, hey, what did the DNA say to the RNA?
Messenger?
My God. It was like, you still single? RNA is like, always.
Hey.
Of course,
I get it.
My friend laughed. Everybody else is like, that was such a nerdy joke.
But those are the best. And I'm sorry if you're just a peasant and you don't get it. I'm sorry. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I was very upset.
These
very
bitches.
upset.
These bitches.
You're the only one that thinks I'm funny.
Girl, I got you 24/7. Your humor all the time. Okay.
You just have to like know me to get my humor, guys. That's how it is.
That's it. And if you've been listening to us for a year, you should understand Kat's humor by now, and you should have fucking laughed at that joke. So
drier than sandpaper.
Drier than the desert that I wanna live in. Sorry.
But go subscribe, click a follow, give us a shout out. Just listen to us when you're bored, cleaning, whatever. You know what it.
You know what it is. You know what it do.
You know what it is.
What?
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
I was gonna do one more call to action. Okay.
Do it.
If you are the realest fucking one and you listen or watch our podcast until the very end on our next Instagram, comment on our picture what your favorite episode title has been that we've done. It could be one that we've mentioned, or you can go back in our archives and just let us know which one is your favorite. So
do it. We want to hear what you think is funny. We want to know. Too.
We want to know. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for a year. And we'll see y'all next week.
We love you all. And it's getting dark in my room, so that means we will see ya. Bye. Curtain call, baby. Curtain call.
Close them.
Close the drapes. You're letting the light in.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire. Edward, is that you?
Edward?
Edward.
How dare you leave Bella alone? Oh, God.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.